So hi, I'm Adrian, and we're at Physical Graffiti Body Art Studio, and today we're going to be working on Tori. Tori, if you want to take off your mask, you can. If you want people to see you,
Okay.
I want people to see you.
What up?
So tell me, where are you from?
Nebraska.
Nebraska. You come to Arizona much?
My best friend's in Phoenix, so I've been to Sedona 3 or 4 times.
Really? Do you like it? I mean, what do you do when you're here?
Try to hike and go to shops, and I'm going to have my first spiritual experience with a shaman tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
So trying to go to all the vortices.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
And so today you're going to get some Vortex Ink, right?
Right.
And do you know which one you want to do? Which Vortex Ink?
No.
No? Well, I'll show you what we got, okay? Hold on.
Okay.
Get some razors out. Setting up is always a ordeal.
Yeah. But
It's always a big deal. Okay. So what we have is all the ink pretty much looks the same. You're not going to see a big variation in the color. They are all a little different, but you're not going to see a real big difference. They're just made from a rock from different areas.
okay.
So I got Airport Mesa, Cathedral Rock, Bell Rock, Boynton Canyon, or Cowpie.
Okay. I've been to Cathedral Rock, so maybe I go with that.
Okay. Cool. That's like probably one of the most popular.
It looks like it.
Yeah, one of the most popular spots in Sedona.
Yeah.
So what do you do in Nebraska?
I'm a mental health therapist.
Ooh, boy. That's interesting.
It is. I love it.
How long have you been doing that?
18 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you must be good at it. You do something for that long.
Well, I'd like to think so. What do they say? It takes 5 years, 5,000 hours to become an expert in your field.
Okay.
So I imagine I should be. If I'm not, that's rather embarrassing.
So do you work with, like, what kind of people do you work with?
Just everyday people. So just people struggling with relationships, anger, depression, anxiety, I mean, I have a few clients with bipolar, but nothing not like severe mentally ill, just kind of everyday, stuff we go through.
Any borderline personality?
Yeah, that's my biggest struggle.
Is that right?
Keeping them around. It's a challenge that I've just started to embrace recently. A couple years ago, I was like, nope, I don't want to take it. So I do very clear screenings before I get back in the room, and then all of a sudden go, oh. But I've decided.
Can you tell right away if they're borderline?
Within probably 10 minutes, or sometimes it's really obvious. Like if they'll start texting me, I'm in the waiting room. Am I in the right place? Where are you? Like, you're like, oh, okay. But sometimes it takes a while, or maybe some are more severe and some are more mild.
Yeah.
They're the toughest though.
Oh, I bet.
Which is almost the most challenging if you can get them to embrace it and want change. If they can see it, how they push everyone away with their behaviors.
It would be a lot to deal with. It takes a special person to, do that job.
I feel honored to do it.
Well, that's good. If you're good at it, you help people. That's just one of the main things we like about what we do here is just you're helping people. You're putting a smile on somebody's face.
Yeah.
Just helping them with whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you decide on this design?
I like to climb mountains. So I just turned 40, and I think I had kind of a midlife crisis. I ran 10 full marathons and 30 half marathons.
What?
I have a 20-year-old, 14-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
You have a 20-year-old?
Yeah, and I'm on my second marriage, and I'm kind of like, what is going on? I feel like I'm kind of like at this crossroads in my life. And so I suddenly quit running, and I took up kickboxing and training for a half Ironman and mountain climbing.
Wow.
And so I'm here on this trip solo, just trying to figure out who I am now.
Oh, wonderful. I mean, what kind of do you like? Do you like trad or sport climbing with ropes and everything?
I'm not into the technical climbing yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done ice picks and trekking poles, but nothing, not as far as like the technical side of it.
Are there any mountains over there in Nebraska?
No,
Okay.
we have one that's actually called Mount Crescent, but
Okay.
it's literally 1,000 feet high, so, and it's not. It wouldn't even be considered a foothill. So I lived in the West Coast for 10 years.
Oh wow.
So mountains are everywhere. So you know, even the little hill that they call a mountain in the Midwest is just a little
Right.
hill. I could go up 10 times just to get warmed up for a big mountain. Done a couple of the 14ers in Colorado.
Wow, really?
Yeah, those
Oh,
are gorgeous.
wow.
You know what was interesting yesterday?
I like that kind of climbing myself.
I do too. Yeah, it's beautiful. But what was so weird yesterday, the 4,000 feet, climbing up to that Devil's Bridge, comparing it to like sea level, it felt just as high as 14,000 feet when you're already up there in the mountains because the
Well,
base.
if you're not used to it, right?
Well, in the base, you know,
Yeah.
when you start, you're already
Oh,
at
sure.
like 6,000-7,000 feet or whatnot.
Sure,
So,
sure.
yeah, interesting.
A lot of people. Devil's Bridge?
Yesterday, yeah, but I lucked out with the weather yesterday because I expected it to be rainy and it was a lot of snow and slushy. So, have you been up there?
I've been. I have been. It's just to me, it gets so crowded, and it's just the parking is really tough,
Yeah.
and there are better hikes in Sedona, if you ask me. So
Yeah.
I don't understand why this is like so crowded all the time, and there's so many. I guess maybe because it's just like a natural bridge, and
Yeah.
people can walk out there on it.
The photo opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be out there. It's a little.
And most people say the photos really aren't that.
No, I
They're
wasn't.
really hard to.
They're really hard to get
hard to
safely.
get. Well, and when you look at the photos, it's hard to tell that you're on a bridge just because the landscape behind it, it all looks
Yeah.
like the same. It's kind of abstract, you know. But,
Yeah.
oh, I see it now. You know, you got to point it out to people.
Yeah, where the
When they're looking at the
hole is
photo.
through the bridge. Yeah.
Mhm.
What would you say some of your more interesting hikes?
You really can't go wrong with any hike around
Right.
here. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, anything on Castle Rock. There's like a bunch of hikes on Castle Rock just right behind the shop here.
Mhm.
Anything over here, Boynton Canyon. I mean, million hikes. They're all great. Like I said, I don't understand. A lot of hikes up in the canyon.
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess just depends on what you're looking for.
Mhm. Yeah, I have a couple vortexes to go, and then I heard Oak. Is it
Yeah, Oak Creek.
Oak Creek?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
20
that's what I'm
minutes
saying,
from where I'm
up in the
staying
canyon.
right now.
Anywhere up there.
Yeah.
It might be a little cold now for being up there. It's always
Yeah.
like 10 to 20 degrees cooler up there.
Yeah.
But anywhere up there is. And if you
Wednesdays.
get a chance, if you go up in the canyon, stop in that place. It's called Holes Cabins.
Okay.
Holes Wash is
Okay.
up there, and it's just a really quaint old, like 1920s, 1930s cabins, you know, and it's still like you walk back in time when you go in there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah, when last day's Wednesday, it looks like Wednesday's the only day it's not supposed to snow and rain, so I'll try to hit that on Wednesday.
Well, you know, it's been so dry here. It has been just like a drought.
Mhm.
Terrible. I mean, it hasn't rained in a year, I think, at least. And so this is like the first
Wow.
week we've really gotten any kind of
That's
precipitation.
The last time I came back here, it rained too.
Really?
I think I must bring the rain from my 10 years out in Oregon. Rained for about 7 months a year out there.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, I'm glad you came in,
Me too.
and we're gonna do this. Probably do some time lapse. So we'll come back to this. Should we take a picture of the whole piece when it's done?
Yeah, I'm excited.